Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of my F1 2013 1990s career. And we are in Imola in the F1 Classic Series with me in first place once again. Exciting. Not really. For those of you who watched the hot lap, we was extremely fast in the first two sectors, and the third one we was a bit naff. And that's where people clawed back. So they're 0.3 seconds behind, which was Irvine in the Ferrari. Mansell is in third. So let's go straight to it. Second to last race in the entire series for this season, and we're 50 points ahead. I think it's 50. Roughly around that number. I don't really care, because I've kind of lost track because I'm kind of ahead by far. Unless I do tragically bad and Mansell wins the next two races, then he will win, but I highly doubt it. So here we go. And we are off racing slowly on the gas into second gear. Irvine is in the back following my slipstream. Cold tyres make it a bit tricky. All the cars just suddenly fall back. I'm just going to hold back until they catch up because this is fucking boring. And this is on legendary mode, which is the... Ay. Come on, Irvine. Chop. Pick up the pace. I'll warm up my tyres while you come here. That's better. So, coming up to the end of lap 1, we had to slow down substantially, otherwise we would have been on lap 2 by now. And just confirm there's going to be no rain, so that's good news for us. It would have made it very interesting, I'll admit. And we can actually start to push down now because the Ferraris are behind us, allowing us to push a bit more. Villeneuve has come into third place, so that means Mansell is in fourth now. Really bad for his championship. But if we are above 50 points, which I think we're at 51, 52, then he's got no chance of actually catching up. We have won it hands down. 2 races to go, and there's no victory for Mansell in sight. So it's basically a fight for second place. But if I remember correctly, Mansell is quite a few points ahead of Irvine. Oh, for God's sake. Why are they falling back so much? Finally. Right, let's do it this way. Mansell's in 6th place. Coulthard is in 4th. Because obviously I just dropped back down to 5th. I mean, what do we watch this sport for? It's because of the racing, not the fucking time attack. Although that was a bad corner there, it's going to cost us a lot of time. Mansell's in the back, and he's coming around the outside, but he changes his mind. He could have had that there. He could have made that work. Bad decision by Mansell to hold back. Coulthard now gaining. And Mansell starts to drop back. Come around the outside of Coulthard. And we are through into 4th place. Wasn't expecting him to break that early, if I'm truly honest. Kind of scared me a bit. So Prost is next in third place.
The pit crew are ready for you at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Villeneuve just set the fastest lap of 1:28.5. Oh, kind of bit the grass there. Oh, the sparks flying off the back of Prost's car. Coming down the outside, Prost is fighting back. He's keeping that racing line. But we're going to dive down the inside and take him. He's going wide again, plenty of room for racing. He's come back on. We've made contact. And Prost is off. That didn't go as smoothly as I'd hoped. But he made contact with me. I gave him plenty of room. He went too deep into that corner. Which is why it happened. And I was actually meant to go into a pit stop there, which I did not. I admit I completely forgot. Villeneuve is hammering down now, setting another fastest lap. And Irvine is next in my sights. And he just moves out of the way there. No contact was made, but he just gave the position up. He just moved out of the way. So a bit odd there. Wasn't expecting that. And we've got to keep an eye on Irvine because Villeneuve, sorry. Because if he goes into the pits, then I'm not going to. It's as simple as that. Because we're just going to double up. He's not going into the pits, which means I'm going to take the opportunity and go in myself. In second place already. We did go down to fifth by our own accord to make the race more interesting, but we're already in second. So I don't know what's really happening. It's not really good racing. And we've still got +2 laps fuel. This is just on standard. And we just did a 1:27.6. But even after that pit stop, we are still... Oh, what happened there? Don't know what happened there with that pause menu. I've noticed there is a little flicker on the screen. That's a bug that happens when you alt-tab out of the game. So I do apologise for that. The only way to solve it is to restart the game, which I really cannot be asked to do right now. And we're about to go into first place because Villeneuve is in the pits.
He's trying to close the gap.
And we've gone too fast into that corner. And we've actually genuinely made a mistake.
The car ahead is running the option tyre. We may have trouble closing the gap during this stint.
So therefore we drop down into 4th place, which makes this race a tiny bit more interesting now. Oh, screw you, Williams. Car was trying to get a bit twitchy with me. No way it's going to get away with that. Going to go into rich mode now and see what we can do. And we've got Prost behind us at the moment. And this is a bad lap. Going very wide all over the place. And Prost is now caught up, he's in 5th place, he's eager to get some points here. And all the other cars have gone into the pits.
Prime tyres to Mansell's car. Mansell is now running the primes.
And doing it again. And Prost hits the back of my car.
Okay, we lost that position. Put some pressure on him and try to get it back.
And Prost was very slow on corner entry. So we took advantage of that and just simply slid through. But I have lost a lot of form since we first started here. I've just been utter rubbish than what I should be doing.
The car behind is on standard revs. Car behind is running standard revs.
I've been off twice now, I think, if I remember correctly. That's better. keeps doing that. It's not the first time that's happened either. Oh, piss off. This is why I'm doing a purple lap.
3 plus gap to the car behind. 3 plus.
It's 126.2, so boom. That is fast.
Nice driving. That was the fastest lap of the race.
Ah, but you screwed it up there. Jesus. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Such an unforgiving track. And as if you didn't see that, then my left front seized badly, causing me to go off there. But we are slowly starting to get back up to pace than what we should be doing.
The pit window is open. Box this lap. Prost's 5 seconds adrift of you. 5 seconds.
I don't think we're actually going to win this one after too many mistakes.
You need to pit in this lap. We advise mix 2. Mix 2. We're comfortable at the moment.
And into the pits we go. And that's a 125 thanks to the pit stop. And Frost is coming in as well, so we might actually win this because I'm not sure where the other cars are. But we do have 3 laps left, and here come the other cars. They're coming into the pits as well. But who's actually going to go on the release? Who goes past? I don't know because it hasn't updated yet.
There's some traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track. We believe the car ahead is running standard revs. Standard revs.
But Mansell's in third. Villeneuve is in second.
The car ahead is running on the prime tyre. We have an advantage here.
And Schumacher is in 5th, so we've got 3 laps to catch Mansell and deprive him of another podium.
Good pace. Keep pushing.
And I do believe we are actually gaining, which makes a change. And here we go, Irvine is in first.
We've only got a few laps left to pass this guy, so if you're going to do it, it needs to be soon. We have a little bit of spare fuel. We should keep an eye on it over the next few laps.
And we're now catching up with the back of Mansell's car.
Can't let this guy hold us up much longer. We need you to pass him.
A bit of contact on the inside. But we are through, and Mansell falls back into fourth, destroying his championship dreams along with his pride. But now is my teammate Villeneuve up ahead. Coming around the inside of the next corner. And Irvine is next up with 2 laps to go. I do believe we have the pace to catch him. And without even the pit stop, we've just done a 125.5, so we are absolutely hammering down in terms of pace. Behind Irvine now, he's in first place. And round the outside, neck and neck as we come up the turn, but I've got the inside, so I should have the advantage. And he backs off before we even get to the corner. So after all those mistakes, all those things, after hammering down and getting my head screwed on properly, was actually to get back into first place and set the fastest laps in a consistent manner. And it's the part where I start to sit back and relax, because I know full well that Irvine is not going to be able to regain that ground unless I make a massive cock up, which is still possible, especially coming up to the first corner. Little puff of smoke coming from the left there, but that was just as I was coming off the brakes, so we was quite lucky we didn't seize that. Going a bit wide there, pushing a bit too much. But we come down the hill one last time. And it does that right as we come across the line in first place at Imola. That's a fantastic drive, although there's a lot of mistakes. I'm not really happy with myself, but just goes to show how, it's actually quite depressing, isn't it, how bad the AI is. So at the end of that, we came first with Eddie Irvine, Villeneuve in second and third, sharing those podium spots with Nigel Mansell, who comes in fourth with his teammate David Coulthard in fifth. And we're not really interested in the rest of the field because they all suck. And that means we are 68 points ahead. We have just absolutely taken this championship over the limits, and the Williams is a clear winner of this year's championship hopes. And the same goes for the constructors, 153 points ahead. There's no way that they are going to be able to take that back in Belgium, which is one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. So thank you guys for watching. That is it for this episode, and I will see you next time.